welcome back to my bi-weekly Shop My Stashes. Before I start picking everything out, I'm just going to go over one item that I'm decluttering from my collection. I'm going to get rid of this Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. This is in the shade F7. It matches me really well. This is the second bottle I've had of it, and I'm almost done it. I'm just finding I'm kind of getting out of the more matte look and wanting more something a little bit more glowy. And this definitely isn't it for me anymore. So I'm going to pass this along to my daughter. I'm pretty sure the shade will work for her, and she likes playing with stuff, so she will enjoy it. So overall, I like the foundation. It's a bit finicky. I need to use a sponge with it. It's not one that I like with a brush, but you know, the finish is just not something I'm going for anymore. So yeah, we're going to declutter that. Okay. So if you've been here before, as I always say, go get a coffee, go get a tea. Go have a bathroom break for a few minutes because it's time for my usual spiel. Anyway, for my Shop My Stashes, I just generally pick things out the way everybody else does, except for my palettes. I do have quite a few of them, over 100, and in order to use them regularly and get equal use out of everything, I use an app that picks which palettes I'm going to use, and then I don't reuse a palette until I've gone through my entire collection. All of my palettes are numbered on the back, and they are all in a database, and then I use the app Tiny Decisions, and it picks 6 palettes for me every week, and those are the palettes that I use. So that is what we're going to do now. We're going to move on over to my computer, and we will pick those palettes. Palette 113. $56. 40. 11, 90, and the last one is 44. Okay, so the first palette is palette 113, and that is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise. Next up is 56, and that is the ABH Norvina Volume 2. Then we have palette number 40, which is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. Next we have palette 11, another e.l.f. one, that is the JKissa. Then we have palette 90, which is the Ccolor Cosmetics Unisex 2. And the last palette is palette number 44, which is the Stila Happy Hour palette. Okay, so we're going to start out in this top drawer here, and I'm going to pick out the Norvina Volume 2 palette. That's this one right here. We also have the Stila Happy Hour palette. And then we have the Lorac Mega Pro 4, this one here. Then in this bottom drawer, we are going to get the e.l.f. the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, as well as the e.l.f. What's this one? The JKissa To the Rescue palette. It comes with stickers, so I decorated mine, so yours may look different if you have it. And what was the last one? The Ccolor Cosmetics Unisex Volume 2 palette, which is right here, this palette. For face palettes this week, I am going to pull my Cheekleaders one. Someone was talking about Benefit cheek products this week, and I'm like, I haven't used this in a little while, so I want to use this one. Okay, that does have a bronzer in it, so I don't need to pull a bronzer, but I do need a contour. So, do I have one that I can use that's from here? I don't have many contours. You know what? I think I'm just going to use the contour that I used last week. It's the Sculpt and Glow from Revolution Pro. This is in the shade Desert Sky. I've hit some really nice pan on it, so might as well keep going on it. It works for me for this time of year, the shade does. So we have that. And then the palette has the shades Coralista and Gold Rush in it. So I think I might pull. I think I want to try this Hourglass. Oh, there I am. I think I'll try this Hourglass one this week. It's more of like a pinky one. This is in the shade Luminous Flush. And do I need another one? Probably not, but let's pick one more. We'll go with this one. This is the Too Faced Plumagranite blush. It's a blush duo split pan. Yeah, the fruit cocktail line. So we will go with this one as well. Then for highlighters, what shall we use? You know what? I think we'll use this one this week. I can't remember if I used this recently or not, but I do like it. So yeah, we're going to use this Revolution one. And you know what? We'll stick with Revolution. And we'll go with Princess Cut as well. This is more of an icy kind of almost purple highlighter, but it works. It's really pretty this time of year especially. So we have those two. We have one in that palette, and I also have one in my project pan. So I think we're good for highlighters there. Moving on up, let's see, what shall we pick? Concealers. You know what? We'll go with the Superstay, and we'll go with how about we use this one? This is the Catrice Slim Matte Camouflage Stick, so we'll go with this one as well. Powders this week. Pressed powders. I'm going to use this one. This is the Marcelle Flawless Extreme Last translucent powder, so I'll use this powder. And I'm not going to pull any liners just because I have two that I ordered from, what brand are they? I can't remember. I ordered two. They should be here today. They are brown and one is a green, so they're liquid liners, so I'm just going to use those. And then if I feel the need, I will pick a colorful liner. But yeah, for this time around, I'm not going to pick any of these. For foundations, I am going to pull out this L'Oreal Infallible Wear one, and I'm also going to pull out the Revlon one. They're similar shades, and I don't know. I don't think I need both of them, and I don't think I really like the Revlon one, so I kind of want to compare it with the Infallible and just narrow down my collection. If I don't like it, I'll pass it on to one of my girls because they will enjoy using it again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with foundations. Okay, and then for liquid shadows and press things, I think I'm going to pull this one here. This is a Tarte. It's like a glitter pigment. This is in the shade, what is it? Top Yacht. It's just a really pretty kind of champagne glitter topper, so we'll use this one for this week. Okay, and here are what the palettes look like. This is the Stila Happy Hour palette. We also have the Lorac Mega Pro 4, and then this is the Ccolor Cosmetics Unisex 2. We have some nice pinky purples, kind of muted colors going on, and then bam, we got color. This is the Norvina Volume 2 palette. Then we have the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette that came out this past summer, I believe, or spring, and the JKissa, what's it, something rescue, To the Rescue palette, and that's what that one looks like. And this is what that Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush looks like. This is the Cheekleaders Bronze Squad palette. Bronze Squad. I still can't say it. Bronze Squad palette. This is what it looks like. It's got the two different bronzers in there, two blushes, and the cookie highlighter. And then we also have this highlighter here from the Renaissance Glow palette. I finished off pretty well that contour shade. And then this is the other Princess Cut highlighter. It's got that purple kind of gray streak in it mixed with the white. It actually looks really pretty on the skin. So yeah, that's what those look like. And those are all the products that I'm going to be using for the next 2 weeks. Well, not all, most of the products that I'll be using for the next 2 weeks for my Shop My Stash. I also have my Project Pan products that I'm going to be using up and finishing up for the month of December. So stay tuned for the finale video for that too, coming in the beginning of January. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.